Okay, this is Peter here at Central Park, and terrible news. The game has been called off at the death. 5 minutes till kick-off and the game was called off. And I've got Mike Lundstram here, he was looking forward to getting on the score sheet. And he's just eating his lunch. The time is 2:10. Mike, how disappointed are you?
I'm gutted, mate, but at least I get to eat this nice cheese and bacon pasty, like so.
Okay. Now it's a special day for you today. Tell us about that.
Yeah, quarter century old, getting on a bit. We've got a good 10 years after me, though, so won't worry about that.
Okay, just getting back to this game today. Do you think it was playable out there?
Yeah, definitely playable. Obviously, it's wet in patches, but I've seen worse than that, and gutted that game's not on. Never mind. Okay,
well, I'll let you carry on with your lunch.
Yeah, cheers.
And I'll just talk a bit more because we've got about 8 minutes to go on this before it runs out. So I'll see you in a bit.
Take it easy, mate.
Yeah, and you. We've got Kenny Burgess in here, and Kenny's the Lynx Effect. Kenny, you've travelled all the way from Liverpool. You must be gutted.
I am gutted, but what can you do?
Okay, you've brought some mates with you today, Chris O'Brien and Tony Davies.
Yeah.
That's a great boost for this club, isn't it?
It's good to have Tony back. He's a class player, isn't he? And I'm sure once you see Chris play, you'll be impressed with him.
Yeah. We've also got Lucas Brooks and Craig Goodwin, so Tim's done well in the transfer market.
Yeah, I've got a few good players coming in now, so it only strengthens the squad, doesn't it? Competition for places.
Now, last week you were the hat-trick hero, 2 admittedly from the spot, but your second goal, I mean, that goal you scored, as Tony Davies hands Kenny his lunch, we'll let him eat it. But that goal of yours down this end that you created for yourself, that was a superb goal. Tell us about that goal, if you can remember.
All that happened, it got put through. I think it was Obbo who put it through. Just turned inside the defenders and just seen him keep it in the middle of his goal, left it near post and it's gone in. So
excellent, Ken.
Well, all around.
Very well done. Eat your lunch before it goes cold. Tony Davies, you're back now from Llangefni. I'm not going to mention anything about Llangefni.
Yeah.
Well, tell us first of all, did you enjoy it there?
No, not really. It was a bit of a step up for me, but the fans weren't really supportive, should we say. But I'm just glad to be back at them, you know.
Yeah, well, it's nice to have you back. I was following your progress, and you hit the bar again. You do that all week, every week on week.
Never seemed to go right for me, but luckily enough, come back to the bar to one of our lads and he put it in.
Okay. You're expected to play today. The game's been called off.
Yeah.
What do you think?
A bit disappointed, to be honest with you. The pitch looked playable. Just the referee decision. No, if he thinks that someone's going to get hurt, then he's got the right to call it off, to be honest with you.
Okay, that's fair enough. Now, what are you eating there? What's you've got?
No, it's like a cheese and bacon thing, you know.
And is it any good?
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay, well, you enjoy it, and thanks for the chat.
See you later.
Cheers, yeah. We're just going outside here. We'll wander out. And Chris O'Brien's here. Chris! Half our job here is to train these lads on how to do interviews. It's for when they get famous. It's for when they get famous. So I'm going to have to see Tim now. I'm going to have to see Tim. Tim, you're on film. You've been. I tried to, Chris. Yeah, but he keeps running away.
Oh, we get here.
He's eating his lunch. Fair play to him. Tim, you must
sign him. Pipe bales are up already.
Tim, how gutted are you today?
Oh, it's terrible, really, isn't it? You know, I think we've got a really strong squad today. I think, you know, on the back of what we did last week, I think very confident we got the right result today. And you know, the lads really keen to get going, really, to be honest. So it's, what
did you think of the pitch?
I think it was playable. Yeah, I can see the referee's point of view, but you know, some referees would have played that. There's no doubt about it, and others will call it off, and some refs will give a penalty, and others won't. It's just the way it is, isn't it? You know, you got to go with them. End of the day, they got some sort of responsibility for safety of the players, and if he genuinely thinks that somebody's going to get hurt because of the conditions, you know, he's right to call it off. But,
yeah. Okay, last week we talked about Lucas and Craig coming to Denbigh. Tell us a little bit about Chris and Tony. Try and not be rude about this fella.
There's not too much to say about Tony, and again, but he knows everything about him. You know, it's, obviously him leaving left us a problem at the back, which we managed to get Craig Goodwin. He hasn't actually started the game since we got him in. due to being cuff tied and cancellation of matches. And now Tony's back, so from my point of view, we're just stronger than what we were before he left. So it's great to have Tony back on board, and to get Chris O'Brien in, I think we were looking for a centre midfield player. We chased a couple of players. And been unsuccessful with in particular Mitchell Booth and Rill. So, to get Chris in at the last minute was a real bonus really, because it wasn't something we were looking at to get somebody from the League of Wales who was just willing to come here, at the drop of that like he did. It was just a massive bonus for us, and I think it'd be a great asset.
Can I just ask you one thing now? News has broke that A.D. Jones has been made manager of Riffin. That's a stunning appointment for Riffin, isn't it?
Yeah, AD's a good manager, and I think he's done well. Whatever he's got, I think, he's got promotion with two clubs out of the Cymru Alliance into the League of Wales, Carnarvon and Llangefni. He's, had a good side at Colwyn Bay and done reasonably well at Colwyn Bay. Watched a good level of football. I think there's no doubt about it. AD's coming mid-season. It's difficult with the transfer window to really affect it as much as he probably wants to. I've no doubt if AD stays there next year, he'll definitely keep lifting up this year. It's not a problem there. He's brought in a few quality players, and where it is, they're looking strong. And I think if you look at the teams down the bottom, they're definitely stronger than some of the competitors they're up against for the relegation spots. So I've got no qualms that Riffin will stay off, and if AD stays on next year, they'll possibly be a force to be reckoned with.
Okay, talking about force to be reckoned with, I know you were very excited when you got these 4 lads. You see us on the up again now, don't you?
Oh, definitely. I think we're stronger now than we were at the start of the season. We didn't have the best of starts to the season. It was a bit of a baptism of fire. Fixture-wise, weren't particularly friendly to us or nothing. But I think we found our feet now. I don't think too many teams will be fancying coming to Denbigh with the squad we've got at the moment.
No, and not with this pitch. Well, Tim, thanks for that. And I'm going to wander around the pitch now and have a look at one or two things. I'm going to have a look at some of this pitch. You can see it is quite cut up, isn't it? And you can see the forking. I went around forking it earlier, but that was useless. But just over there, there's some lying water over there. So that's disappointed, isn't it? Well, the ground is empty. The ground's empty. I'm just talking into this pop, so I'm not talking to myself, really. Well, I am. I'm training from up in the mental. Yeah.
You got good training for it.
Yeah. So we just have a little look a bit further down here. Very disappointing, as you can imagine, and the visitors have all gone. Yes, there's water. With a bit of lying water on the pitch, and the referee has decided at the end of the day it's got to go. It's got to go. Anyway, so this is Peter, disappointed Peter at Central Park. No podcast per se today, but a couple of video interviews, so I hope you enjoy those. Happy birthday to Mike Lundstram, also to Tim Davies. His birthday today, 16. Well, sorry, yesterday. Tim was 16 yesterday, so well done on that, Tim, reaching that very fine age and very fine boy. So this is Peter signing off. All the best till next time. Bye for now.